What's up, everybody? So today I want to do a sort of flow sequence to increase flexibility, specifically for those of you that feel like you are inflexible, since I had a few conversations with some people this week who felt very discouraged by the tightness in their hamstrings or just in their body, and they feel like they have to go and slam themselves every week in order to gain flexibility, which is not necessarily true. The sequence is something that you can practice daily or weekly, a couple times a week, and this will happen. It will come and you will create open space in your body slowly as you practice this. So I hope you enjoy. Most of what we're going to be doing today is going to be on the floor. So let's begin seated on our mats, on a rug, on the floor, wherever you are today. So let's establish some small movements in the neck. Begin rocking your head from side to side, opening that space. Maybe begin drawing circles with your nose, where you bring your head all the way around. And the other side. Coming aware of your breath, keeping your head down just to sort of stretch that middle back, and coming back up. Bringing your right hand sort of in line with your right knee, maybe a little bit further. Begin to reach your left arm up and over to stretch your left side body. If you need to lift your elbow up higher, that is completely fine. Maybe you even bring your elbow down to your mat for a deeper stretch. Making sure to lengthen in the spine and find your breath. Come back up to center and repeat on the other side. Keeping this in your mind that wherever you are today in your practice, this is your body, your practice, and what feels good for you. And if you are up on your palm, a little bit lower, or down on your elbow, it's whatever feels good for you today. Try not to lift your right shoulder, keeping it down, your spine lengthened. Begin to rise back up to center. Finding that comfortable spot on your bum again, bring your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind you and start to pull your body towards the left side of the room, creating a twist in your spine. Opening the chest, lifting it up, not sinking. Repeat this on the other side, using your left arm to really pull yourself into that twist. You should be feeling this in your spine. Alright, coming back to center, clasp your hands together like this, except bring them behind you and slowly begin to fold yourself forward while you push your wrists towards your head. You should be feeling a pretty deep stretch in your arms, specifically in the bicep area. Remember to breathe and come back up, releasing your hands. Alright, so coming up to all fours, find your balance here, lengthen your spine, push out through your shoulders towards the mat and begin to walk your hands out in front of you and bring your chest slowly towards your mat, creating a stretch in your front body, really opening up your chest, almost pushing your bum up towards the ceiling and your chest as if you wanted it to lie flat on your mat. If you'd like a deeper stretch, bring your hands together in prayer position behind your head, keeping in your mind to keep your shoulders down and not hunched up to your ears. pulling that chest towards the mat. Notice your breath. Notice if it's sort of going a little bit wonky, and try to keep your breath calm and breathe into the postures. Breathing into the postures helps with flexibility. Coming back up to all fours, lower your pelvis down towards the mat and lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Begin to walk your hands slowly, 1 inch at a time, out in front of you, and lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Continue to shuffle your hands lower on your mat, lifting your chin and your chest up towards the ceiling and pushing your shoulders down until finally you lower your forearms to the mat into pyramid pose. Slowly lower your head down towards your mat. Now bring each ankle towards your bum and reach out your hands to maybe grab your feet and pull them towards your body. If your feet do not touch your bum, it does not matter. It's the stretch in the quads that's important. Now on your next inhale, begin to lift your feet up towards the ceiling along with your chest. Squeeze your bum, push your shoulders down. On your next inhale, release. Good. Release your feet. Come back to pyramid pose and back up to all fours. Now we're going to be doing a bit of cat and cow. So slowly on your next inhale, begin to draw your belly button down towards your mat and then push your belly button back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring your belly button down towards your mat, pushing your shoulders down. Exhale, back up to the ceiling. Continue this for a few more breaths, releasing the tension in the spine from the poses that we just did. When you're ready, come back to neutral position. Now we're going to lift our right leg and place our foot in between our hands to come into a low lunge. You may need to shuffle a little bit. Now bring your right hand to meet your left hand and see if you can lower your forearms down towards the ground. Now if you can't, it's completely fine to stay up on your palms. Do what feels best for you in your practice, remembering to breathe. Staying here for a few breaths. Continue to push your pelvis down towards your mat. On your next inhale, begin to push your pelvis back towards your left leg and extend your right leg out in front of you and flex your foot to engage in a deep hamstring stretch. Try to keep your spine lengthened in this pose. On your next inhale, come back to the lunge and push back into plank position and switch legs, bringing your left foot in between your hands, bringing your left hand to meet your right, and either staying up here or coming down to your forearms, pushing your pelvis down towards the mat, remembering to breathe, pushing your shoulders away from the mat. Staying here for a few breaths. Lift up and push back into that right leg, extending your left leg out in front of you and flexing your foot. Keeping your spine lengthened and not rounded like this. Lengthen your spine, otherwise you won't get anywhere. Breathe. Rue's coming in to say hi. Check out what I'm doing a little bit. All right, coming back to the lunge. Inhale, tuck your right toes and sort of shift onto your right heel, landing onto your left foot. You can either keep your foot flat or up like this if it feels like it's too much tension. Bring your hands to prayer position or out in front of you for balance. This is quite a deep stretch, so feel free to take a break if this is too much. Shift to the other side. Using your prayer position to sort of push that right leg out further to deepen that stretch. This is sort of like a half middle split. Remember to breathe. And come back onto your bum and swing your right leg to meet your left. Give your legs a bit of a shake. They've worked pretty hard. All right, flex your feet, lengthen your spine, and give a good, decent bend in the knees. Lift your hands up towards the ceiling and slowly fold forward. Fold to wherever is comfortable for you. Try to relax your head and your neck. And you should also be feeling a sort of uncomfortable stretch in your upper to middle back, which is known as a nerve stretch. On your next inhale, begin to slowly rise. All right, using your left index and middle finger, we're going to be grabbing our right big toe. Once you have a firm grip, begin to extend your right leg out in front of you and swoop your right arm out behind you, creating a twist. This will deepen the stretch in the hamstrings. Allow for a bend in the knee if you need, remembering to do whatever is in your practice today. Lengthen your spine. And release back down. Shake your legs out. And repeat on the other side. Using your right hand to your left big toe and swooping your left arm out behind you. Keep that bend in the knee if needed. Lengthen your spine and push your shoulders down. Remember to breathe. And release back down. All right, coming down to our backs. Bring your left leg down to the mat and bring your right leg up. Okay, doing a shuffle. All right, bring your right leg up to the ceiling and try to grab your ankle, your calf, or behind your knee and try to pull your leg towards your face. Now, wherever your leg is, it does not matter. It's not like my foot is reaching my nose. I'm stretching to where is comfortable for me today. Some days I may get it lower. Some days I may not. Repeat on the other side. Trying to pull that leg towards your face as much as you can and as much as is comfortable for you. Release your leg back down. Now we're going to bend our left knee and bring our right leg up into reclined pigeon. So place your ankle/heel onto your knee and try to pull your left knee towards you. You should be feeling a good stretch in your right glute. Remembering to breathe. And switch out your legs. Placing that ankle on your right knee and pulling that knee towards you. And release. Slowly bring your heels towards your bum as close as they can come and begin to lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling, pushing your palms into your mat and your shoulders into the ground, bridge pose. Squeezing your bum. And release. Placing your left leg down and your right leg down to follow. Relaxing your palms. Relaxing your shoulders into the mat. Shavasana. Closing your eyes. Notice how you feel. I encourage you to stay in this posture, allowing the benefits of your practice today to really sink in. Allowing your mind to acknowledge the effort that you put in today. Thank you so much for practicing this flexibility sequence with me. I hope that it encouraged you to continue stretching and improving your flexibility and helped to stop you from feeling discouraged from practicing yoga. See you soon. Namaste.